My child, listen closely, for this message is for you, the one whose spirit has grown weary from the fight. Do you feel it? The profound exhaustion that settles deep within your bones, a tiredness that sleep cannot mend. You have been standing for so long, bracing against the winds of adversity, pushing back against the relentless waves of trial. You have fought battles in the secret place of your heart, wars that no one else has seen. You have shown a brave face to the world, but I have seen behind the veil. I have seen the quiet tears that fall when you are alone, and I have heard the silent scream of a soul that is simply tired of fighting. I have seen you on the verge of letting go, whispering that you cannot take another step. Have you ever wondered why you feel everything so deeply? Why the injustices of the world weigh upon your spirit and the sorrows of others seem to find a home in your heart? This is not a weakness, my beloved. It is a sign. It is the mark of a heart that I have tuned to a divine frequency. You feel deeply because you are meant to love deeply. You hurt profoundly because you are meant to heal profoundly. This sensitivity is a sacred gift, a spiritual antenna that allows you to perceive the unseen currents of the spirit. It is the very thing that draws you to me, the very quality that allows you to hear my voice when others only hear the noise of the world. Do not mistake your tenderness for fragility. It is the conduit of my strength. Think of the unyielding hope that flickers within you, even in the darkest of nights. That is another sign. It is a pilot light that I ignited within your soul before you were even formed. The world has tried to extinguish it with disappointment, with betrayal, with failure. Storms have raged and winds of doubt have howled, yet it remains. This is not ordinary optimism. It is supernatural faith. It is the evidence of my promise sealed within your spirit, a constant reminder that this world is not your final home. This persistent hope is a compass, always pointing you back to me, a testament to the fact that you were created for an eternal purpose, a destiny far greater than your current struggle. And what of the restlessness in your spirit, the feeling that you are made for more than this? Do not dismiss it as discontent. It is the sign of a royal spirit residing in a temporary land. You are my child, an heir to a heavenly kingdom, and your soul remembers its origin. This world, with its fleeting pleasures and hollow ambitions, can never fully satisfy the longing I have placed within you. This divine dissatisfaction is a homing beacon, pulling you away from the shallow waters of temporal existence and toward the profound depths of a life lived in me. It is the call of your true identity, reminding you that you are a pilgrim on a sacred journey, destined for glory. I have seen every battle you have faced, every mountain that has stood in your path. I was there when the loneliness felt like a physical presence, a cold and heavy blanket that threatened to suffocate you. You looked around and saw others laughing, connecting, moving forward, and you felt utterly and completely invisible, as if your existence was a whisper in a hurricane. You cried out in the silence, wondering if anyone, even me, could see the chasm of isolation that surrounded you. I saw you. I was in that silence with you, my heart aching with yours, wrapping you in an embrace you could not feel but was there nonetheless, holding you together when you felt you were falling apart. I know the sting of betrayal, the sharp and bitter pain of being wounded by those you loved and trusted the most. I saw the shock in your eyes, the disbelief that turned into a deep and searing agony. I saw you replay the words, the actions, searching for answers, blaming yourself, trying to make sense of the senseless. I was there when you built walls around your heart, vowing never to be so vulnerable again. I saw the trust that was shattered and the innocence that was lost. I held your heart in my hands as it bled, and I whispered promises of healing that you may not have heard through your tears, but I was there, a faithful witness to your deepest wound. I have seen your struggle with lack, the constant pressure of not having enough. I know the anxiety that grips you when you look at the bills piling up, the fear that rises when you think about the future. I have seen you give when you had little, and I have seen you work tirelessly with no end in sight. I have seen you stretch every dollar, make every sacrifice, and still find yourself falling short. I know the feeling of shame and failure that the world tries to attach to financial hardship. But I see your heart. I see your diligence. I see your faith. This struggle does not define your worth. It has only revealed the richness of your character and the resilience of your spirit. I was with you in the crucible of physical pain, in the long nights when your body was at war with itself. I know the exhaustion that comes from a constant battle with sickness, the frustration of a body that will not cooperate, the despair of a mind that longs for relief. I have heard your prayers for healing, the desperate pleas for just one day without pain. I have seen you push through the agony to care for others, to fulfill your responsibilities, to simply get out of bed. Your endurance has been a holy offering, a testament of faith in the face of relentless affliction. I have not been deaf to your cries. Every moment of your suffering has been recorded in my heart. I have witnessed the silent grief you carry, the losses that you were never able to mourn publicly. The death of a dream, the end of a relationship, the loss of an opportunity. The world tells you to move on, to be strong, but I have given you space to grieve. I sat with you in the ashes of your hopes, sharing in your sorrow. I understood the depth of what was lost, because I was the one who planted those dreams in your heart to begin with. The emptiness you feel is a testament to the beauty of what you longed for. I have not forgotten those dreams, and I have not forgotten you. In the garden of your heart, I am planting new seeds even now. I know the feeling of being misunderstood. I have seen you share your heart, only to be met with judgment or indifference. I have seen you try to explain your convictions, your passions, your pain, and have the words fall on deaf ears. This has caused you to retreat into yourself, to hide the most beautiful parts of who you are for fear of rejection. You have felt like an outsider, a strange soul in a world that values conformity. But I created you to be unique. I see the intricate design of your spirit, the masterpiece that you are. You are not misunderstood by me. I know you completely, and I love you perfectly. I see the war you wage against the voices in your own mind, the voices of fear, of doubt, of self-criticism. They whisper that you are not good enough, that you will never measure up, that you are a failure. They magnify your mistakes and minimize your victories. This internal battle is perhaps the most exhausting of all, for it offers no rest. You fight it from the moment you wake until the moment you fall into a fitful sleep. I see you striving to take every thought captive, to replace the lies with my truth. Do not lose heart. I am the voice that speaks louder than all the others, the voice that calls you worthy, beloved, and chosen. I was there when your prayers seemed to hit the ceiling and fall back to the ground, unanswered. I know the crisis of faith that ensues, the subtle chill that enters the heart when heaven feels silent. You have cried out my name in the darkness and heard only the echo of your own voice. You have questioned my goodness, my power, my very presence. You have wondered if I have abandoned you, if I am displeased with you, if I have turned my face away. My child, my silence is not my absence. Even in the seasons when you cannot feel me, I am working. I am moving. I am holding you closer than you can possibly imagine. I know the weariness that comes from fighting for your family, for standing in the gap for your loved ones. You have carried their burdens as your own, prayed for them with a fervor that has drained you, and loved them through their darkest moments. You have been the peacemaker, the provider, the strong one, the anchor. But who has been the anchor for you? You have poured yourself out like a drink offering, and now your own cup feels empty. I see your sacrifice. I honor your love. And now I want to pour into you. I want to replenish your strength and fill your cup until it overflows. I see the battle you have fought with your own past, the memories that haunt you, the regrets that cling to you like a shadow. You have tried to outrun them, but they are relentless. The enemy loves to remind you of your former self, of every mistake, of every stumble. He wants to keep you trapped in the prison of shame. But I am the God of redemption. I do not see you through the lens of your past failures. I see you through the righteousness of my Son. I see you as clean, as whole, as new. The past has no power over you unless you give it power. I have thrown your sins into the deepest sea, and I remember them no more. I have seen you stand for what is right in a world that celebrates what is wrong. You have faced ridicule, been called old-fashioned, been ostracized for your faith. You have chosen the narrow path, and it has often been a lonely one. It would have been easier to compromise, to blend in, to remain silent. But you have chosen to be a light in the darkness. This fight for righteousness has cost you, and it has been tiring. But know this, all of heaven applauds your courage. You are my ambassador, my representative, and I am fiercely proud of your stand. I know the burden of unspoken expectations, both the ones you place on yourself and the ones others place upon you. The pressure to be the perfect parent, the perfect spouse, the perfect employee, the perfect Christian. It is a crushing weight. You strive for an impossible standard of perfection, and every time you fall short, you feel the familiar sting of failure. You have been trying to earn a love that I give freely. You have been fighting for an approval that is already yours. My love for you is not based on your performance. It is based on your identity as my child. Rest in that. I have seen you wrestle with confusion, desperately seeking my will for your life. You stand at a crossroads, and every path seems uncertain. You have prayed for a sign, for a clear word, for a guiding light, but the way forward remains shrouded in fog. You fear making the wrong choice, of stepping outside of my plan. This paralysis of indecision has been a battle in itself. But I am not a God of confusion. I am with you in the uncertainty. Take one small step of faith, and I will illuminate the next. I will not let you stray. I am your good shepherd, and I will guide you home. I see the fatigue that comes from waiting for a promise to be fulfilled, waiting for a breakthrough, waiting for a loved one to return, waiting for the season of sorrow to end. Waiting is a fierce battle. It tests your patience, challenges your faith, and tempts you to despair. You have been waiting for so long, and you are tired. You are tempted to believe that what you have been praying for will never come to pass. But my timing is perfect. Do not mistake my patience for inaction. I am weaving a beautiful tapestry, and the threads of your waiting are an essential part of the design. I was there when you felt your joy being stolen, when the vibrancy of life faded to a dull gray. The things that once brought you happiness now feel like chores. The laughter does not reach your eyes. A numbness has settled over your spirit, a defense mechanism against further pain. You have been fighting just to feel something, anything, other than this heavy emptiness. My child, I am the restorer of joy. I am the one who can make the colors bright again. This is not your new normal. This is a temporary season. Joy is coming in the morning, a deep and abiding joy that cannot be shaken. I know the weight of the secrets you carry, the hidden struggles you dare not speak aloud. The addiction, the doubt, the hidden fear, the private shame. You have fought this battle in complete isolation, believing that if anyone knew the truth, you would be rejected. The energy it takes to maintain this facade is immense. You are exhausted from hiding. But there is no part of you that I do not know, and there is no part of you that I do not love. Bring your secrets into my light. There you will not find condemnation, but freedom. My love is the safest place you will ever know. I have seen you fight against despair, that dark and heavy spirit that tells you all hope is lost. It has whispered to you in the night that things will never get better, that you will always be stuck in this pain, that your future is a barren wasteland. It has tried to convince you that your life has no meaning or purpose. This is the ultimate lie of the enemy. You have fought it valiantly, clinging to the smallest shred of hope. I am here now to pour hope back into your spirit until it overflows. Your future is not barren, it is filled with promise. Your life has an eternal, magnificent purpose. I see you, my weary warrior. I have named every struggle, and I have witnessed every fight. You are not unseen. You are not forgotten. And now, I need you to understand the reason behind it all. This is the revelation, the turning point. You have felt like a victim of circumstance, a ship tossed on a raging sea. But I am the captain of that sea. I am the master of the winds. Not a single wave has crashed over you without my permission. Not a single battle has been waged that I did not allow. This was not to harm you. This was to form you. You see, the fight was never meant to destroy you. The fight was meant to introduce you to the warrior I created you to be. In the comfort of ease and simplicity, the strength I placed within you would have remained dormant. In the absence of opposition, the courage I knit into your soul would have never been awakened. I allowed the battle because I knew what was inside of you. I knew you had the capacity to become more than a conqueror. The pressure you have endured was not meant to crush you. It was meant to create a diamond. Every trial you have faced has been a form of sacred training. When you felt weak, you were learning to depend on my strength. When you felt lost, you were learning to follow my voice. When you were betrayed, you were learning the depth of my faithfulness. When you were in lack, you were learning that I am your Jehovah Jireh, your ultimate provider. This has not been a random series of unfortunate events. It has been a divine curriculum, personally designed by a loving Father to teach you, to mature you, and to prepare you for your destiny. You have been looking at your scars as marks of damage, as evidence of your brokenness. But I see them differently. I see them as trophies of grace. I see them as proof of the battles you have survived. They tell a story of resilience, of faith, of my sustaining power. Your scars are a testament to the enemy that what he meant for evil, I have turned for good. One day, you will see that the very wounds you tried to hide will become a source of healing for others. Your testimony of survival will become a roadmap to freedom for someone else who is lost in the same wilderness. You have been asking me to take you out of the fire, but I have been with you in the fire. Like the 3 Hebrew children, you are not being consumed, you are being loosed. The flames are not harming you. They are only burning away the ropes that have kept you bound. The ropes of fear, the ropes of insecurity, the ropes of people-pleasing, the ropes of self-reliance. I have allowed this heat to set you free. You are walking out of this season not with the smell of smoke, but with the fragrance of my presence, more free and more authentically you than ever before. You have mistaken my process for punishment. You have thought that your suffering was a sign of my displeasure. That is a lie from the pit of hell. My Son already took all the punishment on the cross. The suffering you have endured is the suffering of a soldier in training, of an athlete building endurance. It is the refining of a precious metal. It is the pruning of a fruitful vine. I prune you not because you are bad, but because you are good, and I know you can bear even more fruit. This process is a sign of my love and my belief in your potential. The long periods of waiting, the delays that have frustrated you so deeply, were not a denial. They were my divine protection. I saw the dangers that lay ahead on the path you wanted to run down. I knew the timing was not yet right. I was protecting you from blessings you were not yet ready to carry, from battles you were not yet equipped to win. In the waiting, I was working behind the scenes, aligning circumstances, preparing hearts, and building your character. My delay was an act of profound mercy and wisdom. Trust my timing. It is always, always perfect. You thought you were being buried, but my child, you were being planted. The darkness that surrounded you, the immense pressure, the suffocating loneliness, it was not a tomb, it was the soil. It was in that dark place that your roots were forced to grow deep, to find their sustenance not in the fleeting things of the surface, but in the deep, hidden springs of my spirit. A shallow root system cannot sustain a great tree that is destined to bear much fruit. I allowed you to be planted so that you could become an unshakable oak of righteousness for my glory. The reason the fight has been so intense is because the destiny I have for you is so significant. The enemy does not waste his ammunition on those who pose no threat to his kingdom. He has fought you so fiercely because he sees the anointing on your life. He sees the calling you carry. He sees the people you are destined to set free. He sees the giant slayer within you. The magnitude of your battle is a direct reflection of the magnitude of your calling. Do not be discouraged by the intensity of the fight. Be encouraged by what it says about the glorious future I have planned for you. And now, my beloved, it is time to rise. The season of intensive training is drawing to a close. The time for fighting from a place of desperation is over. I am calling you up to a new level. You will no longer see yourself as the one who is barely surviving. You will begin to see yourself as I see you, a valiant warrior, clothed in strength and dignity, equipped for every good work. The battle has not made you weaker, it has made you stronger. The fight has not diminished you, it has distinguished you. It is time to embrace your true identity. Pick up your shield of faith, which has been forged in the fires of trial. It is stronger now than ever before. It will extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one. Lift up the sword of the Spirit, which is my word. You have learned to cling to my promises in the darkness. Now you will wield them with authority in the light. Speak my truth over your circumstances. Declare my victory over your battles. You are no longer on the defensive. I am calling you to advance my kingdom. Let my love be your armor. It will protect your heart from bitterness and your mind from despair. When you are clothed in my love, you can love your enemies, you can forgive those who have wronged you, you can serve without needing anything in return. My love is the most powerful force in the universe. It has already conquered sin and death. It will surely conquer any obstacle you may face. Walk in love, fight with love, and you will walk in undeniable victory. Your greatest weapon moving forward will be your testimony. the story of how I brought you through the fire, the story of my faithfulness in the midst of your struggle. This is the story that will silence the accuser. This is the story that will bring hope to the hopeless. Do not be ashamed of your journey. Do not hide your scars. They are the evidence of my grace. Share your story with boldness, and watch as I use it to set the captives free. Your pain has been redeemed and repurposed for my glory. I am commissioning you today to walk as a healer. Because you have known deep pain, you can minister to those who are in pain. Because you have known profound loneliness, you can sit with the lonely. Because you have wrestled with doubt, you can encourage those whose faith is wavering. Your past suffering has qualified you for a ministry of compassion. You have graduated from the school of hardship with a degree in empathy. Go now and be my hands and feet to a hurting world. Cease from striving in your own strength. The fight is not yours, it is mine. You have been trying to carry burdens that you were never meant to carry. You have been trying to solve problems that only I can solve. Lay them down at my feet. Enter into my rest. This does not mean you become passive. It means you learn to partner with me. You will still act, you will still move, but you will do so from a place of peace and trust, knowing that the outcome is in my hands. Let me be God. Let me be your defender, your provider, your strategist. I am breathing a fresh wind of my spirit upon you right now. Receive it. Let it blow away the ashes of yesterday. Let it fill you with new strength, new vision, new purpose. The weariness is lifting. The heaviness is breaking. I am renewing your youth like the eagles. You will run and not grow weary. You will walk and not be faint. This is a new season. The former things have passed away. Behold, I am doing a new thing. Can you not perceive it? Do not look back at what was lost. Look forward to what is being restored. I am a God of restoration. The enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy, but I have come that you may have life, and have it to the full. I will restore the years the locusts have eaten. I will give you beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness. The blessing that is coming upon your life will be greater than anything you have ever lost. Your future is brighter than your past. You are my beloved child, in whom I am well pleased. Never for 1 second doubt my love for you. It is not dependent on your success or your strength. I loved you at your weakest moment. I loved you when you wanted to give up. I love you now, and I will love you for all of eternity. Nothing can ever separate you from my love. It is your foundation, your anchor, your eternal security. Rest in the unshakable truth of my unconditional, unending love for you. So lift your head, my weary warrior. The battle has changed. Your perspective has been elevated. You are no longer fighting for victory. You are fighting from victory. The outcome has already been decided. The war has already been won on the cross. You are simply walking out the victory that has already been secured for you. Walk in confidence. Walk in peace. Walk in the authority I have given you. Your greatest chapters are not in your past, they are being written now. I am with you always, even to the end of the age. You are never alone in this fight. I am your ever-present help in times of trouble. When you feel weak, lean on me. When you feel afraid, hide in me. When you feel confused, listen for me. My grace is sufficient for you. My power is made perfect in your weakness. We will do this together. You and me. This is my urgent message to your heart today. The fight is over. It is time to rise and reign. If this message has spoken to the depths of your spirit, if it has brought a glimmer of hope to your tired heart, then I invite you to subscribe to Eternal Soul Whispers. This is a place where you can come to be reminded of my love, to have your faith strengthened, and to receive the messages I have specifically for you in every season of your life. Continue to listen, for I have so much more to tell you. Know that you are deeply loved, you are incredibly strong, and your journey is far from over. This is your new beginning.